Hey guys, welcome back to another Roblox video. We're in Central Kansas again. Back a couple months ago, I made a video on this game showcasing this 2008 Chevrolet Trailblazer LT, but I'm not very happy with that video. I was rewatching it. I was like, that video was terrible. So I'm going to redo the video, and I'm going to show more of the car, and I'm going to drive around the map a little more. Just have a little day in the life of Central Kansas type video. So, as I just mentioned, this is a 2008 Chevrolet Trailblazer. This is the same one that I used in the last video. It's just a different color. I made it this little maroon red type color. And yeah, I think it looks a lot better than the silver. Like I said, this is the same one, so the mileage on this will be a lot higher than the one in the last video. We'll hop in and check out the mileage here in a second, but we'll get like an exterior walk around here. I think the sun's actually going down. So be a little nighttime video. So let's go ahead and hop in and put the key in the ignition. Yeah, it's 2 o'clock, so don't have much daylight left in this game. Go ahead and close the door. This now has, let's see. Come on. 136,579 miles. I think I had about 134,300 last time I made a video on this game. So I've put over 2,000 miles on this since the last video. So let's go ahead and start her up. And as I mentioned in the last video, this game's very detailed. The brake and acceleration pedal, they all move. And the gear selector also moves. So does the parking brake. And when you open the door, the interior lights come on, then it doesn't shut up. So let's hop out, take a look at the rest of the car. So you see the door panel, very detailed. You got your windows and your rear windows, door handle. And hop in the back here. It's also the same, which this isn't accurate. The back only has one window control, and then back here is supposed to be vents, but those aren't in this. But the interior of this could get a little bit of a polish. I think that'd be pretty cool. The smoke comes out of the tailpipe there. You do have a trailer hitch, but obviously you can't use those in this game. This has an Indiana plate on it, which is interesting given this is a Kansas game. So let's go ahead and take her for a drive. Go ahead and get the seatbelt on so it doesn't chime at us the whole time, and let's go for a drive, shall we? Yes, Waffle uses his turn signals. So I'll do a couple of McDonald's deliveries, just because there's nothing else really to do. We could do the Five Nights at Freddy's thing, but it's a lot funner with 2 people, and I don't have Modded or Killer on with me tonight, so it's just me. Let's get a little bit of a throttle going here so we can get over this bridge. So this has been my main car for pretty much the entire time I've been playing this game, which has been about 1.5 years. But I've only been using this car for about 8 months because there was a period of time where I didn't play the game a whole lot. It is going to be a little laggy from time to time, so if you guys notice that, just my apologies. But from the last time I played this game got a very massive update. We will go and take a look at the new houses. So this update came out in maybe October, so 2 months ago. But the houses used to be red, and the interior of them used to not be the prettiest. But they all look a lot nicer now. I will go and claim the one that I usually claim, just because I like that house the most. But we'll stop at the stop sign here. We'll obey the laws, even though I'm in a private server. So the houses look a lot nicer, and some things are different. I don't know everything that's different in the game, but I do know that the original Five Nights at Freddy's building was moved. We just hit the curb, so we're not going to talk about that. Let's go ahead and park, and we will go and take a look at this house here. So, this is the one that I typically claim. Just walk up to it here. Claim home. I usually step back so I don't get stuck in the ground. But, so everything load in. Turn on all the lights. Some of the sounds are going to be delayed just because this is a pretty intensive game. And the fact that I'm also recording, it's not really running the greatest, but it's better than some games, that I will say. So, in here is the dining room. You got a nice chandelier right over the dining table, which is actually pretty cool. If I can not get stuck. A little desk. I don't know what the point of this desk is, but it's here. The kitchen, all the appliances do work. You can turn on the water, and you can actually close the drain, so if the water does build up, it takes a minute, but should in theory be. Oh, whatever. You can make coffee, and you can make toast. So it's a killer toaster up in here. You can turn on the stove. You can turn on the oven light. Or, yeah, the oven burners, whatever. You can open the fridge. Those crows are very annoying, let me tell you. And you can take the bread and you can eat it and be proud. And we'll take some coffee to go. It's still filling up. Backyard, you got a grill out here, which actually does work. It's actually pretty cool. I like the sound it makes. There was one time when me and Modded were playing this, and one of the grill tops was just flinging all over the place. That was kind of funny. I'm not going to bother turning the TV on because it's annoying. But you do have a exhaust fan in here, and that light is very bright. You can sit on the toilet, you can flush it. Basically, everything in this house is functional, which is really cool. Let's turn this back off. Come on. There we go. The clock does work. Alright, here's the bedroom. Pretty decent sized bedroom. The window's also open, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that's basically it for the house, really. The living room, got a couch, yeah. So the houses are a lot better than what they used to be. I think the old ones were a little bigger, but this is still a fairly decent house. And all the old houses did have garages, so that is one downside about this, is you don't get a garage on every house, but if we do drive around, that is the wrong door. Let's hop back in here. Let's get the headlights going. There are some houses that do have garages. I know that one in the middle there does. I just hit the curb again. But you instead get these little, I think they're called canopies. Or you can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not too educated. But this house right here does have a garage. Obviously, I can't claim two houses, but I can maybe try to see if I can find a way in there. Let's see. I don't think I'll be able to get in here. Oh, I can. That's cool. You can't open the garage door, but the garages are actually pretty spacious. You could probably fit 2 cars in here. You can definitely fit 2 cars in here, maybe even 3, 4. Got a lawnmower back here. Yeah. The garages are very nice in my opinion. So let's hop back in the Trailblazer once more. I'll have to fuel up at some point. Those headlights are bright, let me tell you. Don't want to imagine the brights. Yeah, just as I figured. And also, let's correct our car's posture here because we're hitting a mailbox. I actually do drive pretty good in this game when I want to. Sometimes I go fast. But, I don't think we'll be able to make it to the Five Nights at Freddy's building in time because this game, the hourly is 1 minute. So, it takes me about 2 minutes or so to get there. So we'll just do some nighttime McDonald's deliveries. That doesn't sound like too bad of an idea to me. So let's just hop out. I'll leave the key in there. I don't feel like having to put it back in and taking it back out every time I want to do a delivery. Plus, I'm in a private server. Whenever I'm in a public server, I take the key out every time. But I do shut the car down every time just to save gas for the quick second that I'm in there. And also, when I do deliveries, I don't bother with the seat belt just because I'm just going to have to constantly take it off and on. So, it will be dinging at us, so just try to ignore it. But, yeah. After several months of consistently playing this game, I'm very proud to say that this is by far my most favorite Roblox game out there. And there are a lot of games on Roblox. Roblox is really in its prime in like 2016 and 2017. But ever since 2019, this game has just gone in a downward spiral. And it's been very hard to find games that are actually very enjoyable and a lot of fun and very detailed. But the ones that are, like this one, it's very pleasing and just, it gives Roblox a whole new atmosphere. That's why I've been playing so much Roblox the past couple months, just because it's been this game that I've been playing. Like you can see, I've put over 2,000 miles on this, because the last video this had 134,000 miles. Now this is 136,000 miles, and I do play this game basically every day, sometimes every other day. Just really depends. I've had a lot of free time lately, so I've been playing this game a lot with Modded and Killer. So, we've all really enjoyed it, and I'm very surprised that they both do enjoy it as much as they do. Now, one thing I've noticed with this and the GMC Envoy, you can see that the max speed on this is 120, but for some reason I've only been able to get it up to 107 in both this Trailblazer and the Envoy Denali. So, I don't know what the issue is. I don't know if it's a thing that they changed to where you can only go that speed. I have had this car looked at, and it's perfectly fine. I did have to do an oil change recently, so that's not the problem. So I don't know what the issue is with this car and the Envoy, why they only get up to 107. In my last video, this got up to 120, no problem. So once we hop on the highway, I'm going to do one more delivery. Once we hop on the highway, we'll get it up to speed, and I'll show you what I mean. So, it's very annoying that it doesn't get up to its top speed like it should. I don't know if that's something that they plan to fix, because the Trailblazer is actually getting an overhaul here soon. I don't know what all is being added to it. From what I've heard, they're adding a key fob and a radio to this. I don't know, and I know they're doing a couple of adjustments to the exterior. I don't know if they're doing anything on the interior, but maybe when that comes out, which will probably be in a bigger patch update, or a bigger update to the game, I'll maybe make another video just showing the differences, I guess, or showing the new things that are added to this. If they added a radio and locking system to this with the key fob, that would be awesome. Because since I've had a couple people try to steal this throughout the time I've been playing this game, luckily when I'm in a private server, I do take my key, or when I'm in a public server, I take my key out, so they weren't really that successful. But you can change the transponder code with the OBD2 scanner, so it is possible to steal it. But luckily, I haven't had that happen. So now we're going to head over to Engine Mates, and we're going to grab a OBD2 scanner, and we're going to take a look at this car's vitals. So let's switch over to the Engine Mates team, And since I've been a private server, I could become a police officer, although the police vehicles aren't really that interesting to me. So we're not going to check that out. So let's head over to Engine Mates, and we will grab an OBD2 scanner. And on our way back, we will fuel up, because we are running a little low. We're down to a quarter of a tank. So this thing does hog gas, which is one complaint I have about it. But pretty much all the cars in this game hog gas, specifically the Camry, the Toyota Camry. That thing only gets like 10 miles of range from what I've seen, so it's quite bad. So let's hop out, run in here. I should have turned the headlights off, because good God. Let's grab the OBD2 scanner. That is bright. And let's see if we got any problems. Let's pull it up. We're good. I did have this thing fixed recently, so this shouldn't have any problems. And I did do an oil change not too long ago, so this is getting a little low. 136,582.6 miles. Everything looks good on here, so that's good news. We'll go ahead and put that up there. Let's go ahead and get our seatbelt on. We're actually going to head over to the gas station, fuel up, and then we'll head over to, maybe we'll check out another car, because, I'm sure you guys want to see some of the other vehicles. They have quite a lot of vehicles in this game. I'm not going to be able to feature them all in one video, and the fact that I can't afford them all either. So, let's just stop here. We'll kill everything. Let's go ahead and get some gas. Don't want to run out, because then you're screwed. Let's close that door. I always just go with the cheapest option, 87. So it doesn't cost too much to fuel up in this game. It's only about 20-30 bucks. So, and I'm not fueling up completely from E, so it'd be a little cheaper. And they do have a couple diesel vehicles. I actually do own one. So we'll head over to the dealership and we'll spawn that in. Maybe I'll wait for the sun to come up, then we'll check out the other vehicle. So just for now, we'll drive around and look at a couple things. So, where do we want to go? It's lagging a little bit. This thing doesn't have as great of acceleration as it used to. I don't know if they dumbed it down or what, but I don't like how little acceleration this gets now. Where do I want to head? Maybe let's head to... Oh, or over the double lines. Let's fix ourselves. Let's just drive around for a little bit. Let's get some acceleration. I'll show you guys what I mean by it not getting up to 120 anymore. See the oil pressure building up to this gauge right here. You see, it's right above 110, and it doesn't go any higher than that. I've tried, so I don't know what the deal is with that. It's definitely pretty annoying, and the headlights can't even keep up, which is interesting. So that's definitely annoying, and I hope that's fixed, because that's 17 miles per or 13 miles per hour that you lose right there. So it's definitely quite annoying. But this thing does get up to speed. I think this is the fastest car I own. So I do have a couple. The Impala is a little slow. It's slow in acceleration. So they do actually have a storage unit right here, which is pretty cool. I hope one day they make it to where they actually can be used. So that'd be pretty dope. Like, you come here and claim one, and everything that you've saved in there just spawns, and like you can see there's some smaller ones, so like maybe by the daily you have to pay a fee to keep the garage, and depending on which size garage you have, it's more or less. So that'd be a pretty cool feature for them to add at some point. I don't know if that's something they've considered, but I don't know if you can actually go in them or not. Let's try. You actually can. Okay, that's interesting. I'm not gonna stay here though. I actually didn't know you could go in them, so that's pretty cool. So, see, there is another gas station right here. The main gas station is Roadrunner, but they do have 2 speedways as well. So we'll just go straight. So down this way is the McPherson Police Station, or Sheriff's Office. So we'll head in here. I like this building a lot. This is a very good roleplay server. I haven't actually roleplayed on here, I've just mostly played it for the cars. But, there are people that do roleplay on here, and this is one good building for that. The sun is coming up, so after we get out of here, we will head back to the dealership and we'll spawn in the Silverado, so you guys can see a diesel vehicle. Locker room. I don't have access to that apparently. I don't know exactly how you get access to all this. I don't know if you just become a police officer or what. There's still a couple things that I need to learn about this game, but for the most part I know everything there is to know. So, yeah. We'll make our way over to the dealership so that we can check out a diesel vehicle. Let's get our seatbelt on. By the time we get there, the sun should be completely up. And like I said, this thing's a gas hog. Just from coming from Roadrunner to here, I used a quarter of a tank. And I'll get a little bit of acceleration going. Try to get her up to 80 maybe. Oh, the speed limit's 60, so we'll stick with going 60. We could turn on cruise control. To turn on cruise control, you just hit V, for anybody who is curious. So the speed limit's 60, I'm going about 59, so that's decent. But this is a pretty chill game. It doesn't hurt to just turn on cruise control and look at the scenery. The trees could be better. That's an obvious. Although it is kind of fitting since it is December and none of these trees have leaves. So I guess it's kind of fitting. And since I'm not the server owner, I don't have access to the weather config, but there is a weather system in this where you can make it snow, the roads could be icy, you can make it thunderstorm. It's pretty cool. For a lot of them you have to use your brights, so to use your brights you have to have your hazards on because you can never see where you're going in those storms. So yeah, this game's pretty fun, and I'll leave a link to it below if you want to check it out. I highly recommend it. They do plan on adding a Hyundai Elantra to the game, which is actually pretty dope. It's a newer Elantra, so I'll probably check that out. I probably won't make a video on it, but I'm not really a Roblox YouTuber, so I don't know what to record. But if you guys have any recommendations for stuff I can do in this game, or if you want to see a video on each car, maybe, then I could do that. But for the most part, there will just be a random video on this game every now and again. Maybe I'll do a video with modded. Maybe I'll do a video with modded on this game, and we could do the Five Nights at Freddy's thing. Do each night of that. I'll ask him about that. That'd be a lot of fun to do. So we're gonna pull in here, and we're gonna spawn in the Chevy Silverado. So yeah. So I probably got a little tongue twisted earlier in the video, but this is the 2003 Chevy Silverado 2500 Duramax. It's in a piss yellow color. But the reason I have this specific one is because if we hop in here, the interior on this is actually pretty nice as well. If you guys take a look at the odometer, this only has 19,740, what does it say? 748 miles on it, which is pretty dope. So I will probably sell this on the Central Kansas Marketplace in the Discord server. This is very loud. I'm only on 1% volume, so that's interesting. But let's go ahead and put the seatbelt on, and we'll take this puppy out for a spin as well. I don't want to put too many miles on this, just because I want to try to keep it low. Good God, this is loud. Sorry if this overpowers me. The knob actually turns for the lights. That's cool. So yeah, I'm not going to drive this for too long just because of how loud it is. But I'm going to just drive it down the street and I'm going to drive it back. So this thing is really loud. I almost don't want to get it up to speed just because of how loud it is. So we'll cruise at 40. Actually, we'll drop that down to 35. This thing is horrendously loud. So yeah, that's another reason why I don't drive this one too much, but I just want to showcase a diesel. And I'll take it and fill it up, although we're only down to 3/4 of the tank. I'll still fill it up. Just show you guys how the diesel filling works. It's the exact same, just a different button. So we'll head in here. And one thing to mention about this truck is this does actually have a locking mechanism. So if we just pull it up right here, I'll actually reverse just a smidge. There we go. You can hear when you go into park it unlocks, when you go into reverse it unlocks, and then when you take the key out, you can see a key fob pops up. Let's take my seatbelt off. These are accurate key fobs to the vehicles, by the way, so if we lock it, then you can't open it. You unlock it, then you can open it. And the Impala that I have actually beeps when you lock it, so that's pretty cool. But if we connect it, just select diesel, fill it up. It's the same process. However, diesel is a bit expensive. $3.82 a gallon. That's it's ridiculous. Come on, Donald Trump, bring down these prices. Hopefully he does, because he goes into office next month. So, yeah. So we'll take this back over to the dealership, and we'll hop back in the Trailblazer and close out this video, I guess. So let's head back. So I do highly recommend this game, like I mentioned earlier, and I will get this up to speed, so I'm not going to talk for any of it. This thing has a lot more torque, so this gets up to speed a lot quicker. As you can see, we're already going 120. So this thing is crazy fast. So this is a really good truck. I just hate how loud it is. Also, I was wrong on the mileage. It only has it only has 19,745. I read that as an 8 when it had 43, so that's my bad. So let's pull in here, and we'll get. Actually, we'll check out. We'll check out another car. Let's parallel. Let's parallel park this. Could have done it in first person, but you know what? So we'll go ahead and shut her down. This is a very nice truck, though. Duramax diesel. A clean truck. This is beautiful. Whoever models these is doing a really, really good job. So whoever you are, if you're watching this video, congratulations on how well you are modeling these. Keep it up. Like, you got a Crown Vic right here. You got an F350. Ford LTD. A lot of great vehicles in this game. I wish they would add a couple of Jeeps. That would be That'd be really nice. So I think to close out this video, we will check out one of my favorite cars, and that is a 2011 Ford Crown Victoria. I think that is the oldest they have. They might have a 90s one, but I highly doubt it. So let's check out this Crown Vic. I can guarantee you this is probably going to have like 300,000 miles on it. So these things are built tough. They're a million-mile engines. So let's see how many miles she's got. 104,081. That's not too bad. It's actually pretty good for one of these. Let's just pray that it doesn't break down along the way. So we'll take this up to Speedway just to test it out a little bit, see how she does, and see if we have any problems. This one is also pretty good on gas from what I've gathered. I haven't driven this one too much. I believe it's pretty dumb that the knob doesn't move in this one. So get her up to speed, which is 140. This thing is pretty fast. I want to be careful. I don't want to wreck it. Since I don't have access to the config, I can't enable the airbag deploying system, but that is a thing in this game where if you enable it and you crash your car, your airbags will deploy. So it's a pretty cool feature. See if she gets up to operating temperature. Hopefully that gauge isn't broken, because there have been a couple times where I've had broken gauges, but I think that one's slowly rising, so we should be good. Oh yeah, definitely, I can see it. So 104,000 miles for one of these is really not bad at all. That's actually pretty lucky in my opinion. I have had one of these with like 30,000 miles. Actually, no, it might have been 70,000 miles. I can't really remember. But if you get a vehicle in this game that has below 100,000 miles, you should definitely hold on to it. Especially if it's an older vehicle. Because like I said, I'm holding on to that 2500 Silverado. Just because that has 19,000 miles. And then the Impala that I have, I don't remember what year it is. I think it's 2009. Yeah, 2009 Chevy Impala 1LT. That has 77,000 miles on it, so I'm holding on to that as well. It's also in a yellow color, so I do plan to sell the Silverado and Impala on the Central Kansas Discord server at some point. I don't know when. I'll do it whenever I feel like it, I guess. But I'm sure I can make a bang for the buck out of those. Oh, shoot. Okay, we're not going to talk about that. I only have 76,000 in this game right now, just because I do buy cars periodically. But I do plan to save my game, or save my game, yeah. Save my money, because there are rare occurrences that they add a limited edition vehicle, and I think the past one was a Porsche, and someone was selling one on the Central Kansas marketplace for like $4 million. So whoever's buying that's not really getting a good deal. Wow, that was a very delayed sound. So we'll actually go in here instead of Speedway. Just take a look at the engine, see how she's doing. So let's parallel park again. Can't really see out that back window all too well, so there we go. I believe this one also has a key fob. Yeah, it says a classic older Ford key fob. Sadly, the panic and trunk don't work. That'd be cool. If you could push the panic button and it goes... It'd be funny. So let's see how she's doing. For 100,000 miles, it really shouldn't have too many issues. Alright, everything looks good fluid-wise, so I think we're good to go. So we're going to head back now and we're going to close out this video. So, this was a lot of fun to make, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will probably hold on to this Crown Vic. That's what this is, right? Yeah. So we're going to head back now, and like I said, we're going to close out this video. So I'll do the outro as we drive. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe if you did. If you guys have any requests for Roblox games, or like just anything I could do on this game, go ahead and let me know in the comments below. I'd greatly appreciate it. Let me know what your favorite car is, and let me know how you feel about this game if you've played it before. Love to hear your guys' feedback. This is not my game, just to clarify. Wow. I need to learn how to drive. Holy shoot, dude. This game's a lot of fun. Me, Modded, and Killer are always pretty goofy on this game, so, yeah. This game is a lot of fun to play with friends, especially if you go and do the Five Nights at Freddy's thing each night. That actually pays very well. I would demonstrate that, but I would prefer to have someone else with me just because it's a lot funner that way. So, maybe I'll ask Modded if he'd be down to do a video on it. But the brakes on this are terrible. We'll say that. There's a couple of vehicles in this game that have awful brakes, like the Silverado 1500. I think it's a 2010. That has awful brakes. So, yeah, there's a couple cars in here that are better than others, but the Trailblazer's been perfect for me. That's why it's been the main one that I've driven. Wow, we're turning those off. So I'll probably hold on to this, like I said, or maybe try to get one with lower miles. If I can get one of these brand new, that would be dope. Okay, we're gonna turn these on now because I can't see. Come on. Yeah, that's one thing that they can work on, is the headlights not really being the most useful. This is really hurting my eyes. Well, sorry if this is hurting any of your eyes. Just better to turn these off, to be honest with you. So, we're going to head to the dealership, and we're going to close this video out fully. So, this was a lot of fun to make. Let me know if you want me to make more. There are a lot of other cars in this game, and there's a lot of cars that I want to be added to this game. So, maybe you guys can leave in the comments maybe you guys can leave in the comments what cars you would like to see added to this game, and maybe what car is your favorite. I'd love to hear everybody's opinions, and, you know, I respect everybody's opinions. Everybody has their own taste in cars, and I personally have my taste in cars, and this has been one of my most played games on Roblox. So we'll go ahead and the lights on. We'll get some hazards going too. We'll just hop on out and take a look at everything. We'll get one good look at the engine again, see if we got any issues. Everything looks good, which is great news. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all later. Bye.